So President Trump signing an executive order earlier this week, launching the Genesis mission, a plan to accelerate scientific discovery using AI. This, as a new report finds, nearly 1 in 10 U.S. adults have been diagnosed with cancer. Our next guest used cutting-edge AI and biotech tools to help push back his father's cancer. And now he's sharing the steps he believes can improve anyone's chances after a diagnosis, along with weighing in on this cutting-edge stuff. Former UN official Jamie Metzl joins us now. Jamie, great to see you. And also your book, Convergence, is fantastic.
Thank you.
First off, with your dad, he gets diagnosed, and it's supposed to be quick, over and done.
Right.
And you lengthened his life for 3 years. What was that like?
Well, for me and for everybody else, getting a cancer diagnosis for someone you love is terrifying, but that's the moment where we all need to really rally, and that's the paradox, is that you're just feeling knocked on your rear, but that's when you need to learn as much as you can and really be smart and strategic. And so at that time, I was actually writing the Future of Healthcare chapter for my new book, Super Convergence, about how we're going to be treating cancers 10 years into the future. And I said to my dad, like, if you don't want to be treated, we don't have to treat you. But if you want to be treated, let's get future care. And he said, let's go for it. And so I insisted on day one, working very collaboratively with our doctor, let's sequence the cancer cells right away. And then we found a mutation in his cancer cell that was almost unheard of in his cancer. So we ended up treating his cancer with a treatment from a totally different cancer.
Right, by design.
Yes.
I want to get to the steps that you want everyone to walk away with today. But first, it looks so promising, Genesis, taking supercomputers, working with AI, maybe getting the Sloan Ketterings and the Mayo Clinics working together. Can you tell me about this, and are you optimistic this is the foundation of a positive program in beating cancer?
Well, I'm certainly optimistic because the basic formula is the bigger and higher quality your data sets, the more computing power you have and the stronger your algorithms, the better able we're going to be to identify patterns in massive data sets. And that's how our treatments for all sorts of things will get better. And so if we can pool the data sets that we have for cancer, for healthcare, and do it in a way that protects people's privacies and have a structured framework, that can really help lead towards all kinds of miraculous treatments and cures.
So many people are wary about AI and what it's going to do to jobs, but nobody is, everybody's optimistic what it can do in the medical field. So some of the things that you want people to walk away with, we'll try to get to as many as possible and put them up. Learn a lot fast, blitz this whole thing, right?
Yeah, and that's, like I was saying before, that's really hard because at the time of the diagnosis, you're just gobsmacked. But that's when you need to learn. There are so many free materials for every kind of cancer. There are podcasts, however you want to learn, but you have to really learn quick because you have important decisions up front.
Find an oncologist, research, find out who's the most effective, not the closest.
Yeah, a great oncologist. Our oncologist for my dad's cancer, he looked like he was 12 years old, but it turned out he was incredible. He was just really wonderful. Find somebody great. Find somebody who you trust. Don't be afraid of young doctors.
Don't get intimidated. You play an active role. You say, do that. Inquire about personalized procedures. Say, hey, I know how to treat cancer, but I want you to treat my loved one's cancer.
Right, and so it's not standard in many parts of the country to say, just after a cancer diagnosis, to say, hey, let's see, as we did with my dad, let's sequence the cancer cells right away, because often or sometimes you can find actionable information that can guide different treatment decisions.
You also talk about seek second opinions. Don't worry, that's not an insult. That also makes doctors feel reassured. Think deeply about your priorities. Keep an ongoing list of questions. Always bring a pen into the room, because into the waiting room as well as the doctor's room. Because when they talk, usually a loved one's better off the one jotting it down, because especially the one who gets diagnosed.
Yeah, it's really hard. Nobody has all of the answers, and everybody has lots of questions. And you want to have the most positive relationship with your entire care team. But really, you need to think about what are the core questions and really educate yourself and have that kind of collaborative relationship.
Right to try. President Trump was very proud of that first 4 years. You say, consider clinical trials. How do you find out about that? Well,
clinicaltrials.gov is a wonderful website that has information about all kinds of clinical trials. And maybe your physician will be doing that kind of research, but you can play a really active role learning about your type of cancer and clinical trials.
And with you expended your dad's life. You guys went to the Super Bowl together.
And the Chiefs won.
And the Chiefs won. So you didn't go last year.
Yeah, it's true.
Absolutely.
No, I know, but it's really important making new memories. After a cancer diagnosis, it's a really scary time, but life is still happening, and the story can't be just the cancer. The story has to be life. What are we living for? What are we celebrating?
I hear you. Jamie Metzl, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.